If we want to be healthy, we have to consume healthy foods. And that can happen only if the crops that are grown are also grown in an organic method. Organic farming is a traditional ancient method where one of the contributors to this were the earthworms. And I have come up with my own DIY project of keeping earthworms right at my house with nothing but just 3 plastic containers, which are going to create a very efficient, cheapest, quick, easy and most practical, convenient way of extracting vermicompost or the vermicast. Once you start giving it to your plants, you will see a significant change in your flowers or in your fruits or your vegetables. So let's go and see how I do it. Hi, I'm Sumitra. Welcome to my channel, My Garden Secrets. The layering will start from the soil, or I could, because the soil would pass through, what I can do is make a layer of wet newspaper, and I have got a good quality of thin layer of soil. I need some compost. I've got some eggshells. It's rich in calcium. So your end result is going to be absolutely fantastic. And I've got some cocoa peat here. They love cocoa peat because that enables them to provide them with a healthy home, and then they make lots of eggs. Now I'm going to throw some wet newspaper bits. They enjoy nibbling on newspaper bits. Coffee grounds. This is expired, so I'm just going to mix it in this. I've got some eggshell tray. What it does is it would provide air pockets, because that's very essential. Don't forget to put only the greens that they like. They don't like onions, garlic and citruses. That is something they cannot handle because that becomes acidic, and their skin, they breathe through their skin. So the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide happens through their skin. They don't have any lungs, they don't have any skeleton. They don't even have exoskeleton. That's why they're so slimy, and they like to wiggle their way through these layers. So we have to make sure that the layers we provide to them are easy for them to navigate. And you see, I've got a banana. They like soft foods. They like papaya. They like watermelon. So don't overfeed your box, then it will start to smell. The measurement of food can be equivalent to their body weight. So they are extremely shy, they don't like light. Now I'm going to pour water. It has to have lots of water. Finally, I'm going to put the worms. the water is trickling down to the bottom layers. Yes, that's good. So I'm closing this lid now, and there are two holes opposite to each other, so there is a cross ventilation for them to breathe. Let me explain how this worm bin actually works. Okay, now you have seen that the top bin has got all the food layers, different layers. Now the eggshell trays, which are paper mache, these have been put to create aeration in the entire substrate. As wherever food pockets are there, they will go there and they will start munching on it. They'll start swallowing that along with the soil, and then when they digest it, they will release it as their poop, and that poop is the solid fertilizer, organic fertilizer. So when they have finished eating all of it on bin number 1, on the top bin, then there will be no trace of any food scraps. So what they will do, they will wait for more food to come. So what we will do, we will put more food not in the same box but in the second box, so that they can abandon the first one and travel through the holes into the second one. After a period of maybe a week or 10 days, depending on their consumption, keep checking, and when they have finished and there is nothing left but only the soil, that soil is actually the broken down, decomposed organic manure again. So take that. You have to now trick them to come back to worm bin number 1 by putting food here. So once food is finished in the second one, they will travel back to bin number 1, and then they will leave behind all the manure. So harvest that manure. And again, so this is the cycle. We switch from bin 1 to 2, 2 to 1, 1 to 2. So, and we would be harvesting the manure every time. But that is the solid manure. The liquid manure, any excess that we would be feeding the water from time to time, as the moisture is reduced in the bins, we have to keep replenishing with water. The excess water will go down and it will get collected in the final bottom box. And we have a membrane in the second one, so that the worms don't slip through these holes into the last box and then they will drown there. So the membrane will prevent worms to go down, and they will allow only the liquid form to get into the bottom one. So it is so simple, it's nothing complicated. We just trick the worms to travel from one bin box to another one, and so on, so that we harvest the pure organic manure, and there are no worms, and we don't need to sort them and separate them. They themselves will leave a fully prepared manure for us. Make sure you're not feeding any meats. Dilute this liquid fertilizer in 1 cup of this liquid fertilizer in 20-liter bucket, and give to your strawberries or to your spinach or your radishes, and they will start growing so well. You will see a tremendous growth in the plant, and the production of fruits or vegetables will be in abundance. do make your own worm bin. It won't cost you a lot. It is very, very economical. You can easily buy them. Just punch some holes and there we go. It's all set for you to start your own worm bin. Thank you. Press like and subscribe to my channel, My Garden Secrets, and happy gardening.